Ever wonder what separates the financially secure from those constantly worried about money? What do these investing legends know that the average person doesn't? The answer is simpler than you might think. They invest with confidence. And today, that's exactly what we're going to help you do. If you look at anyone who's achieved financial independence, they didn't get there by keeping all their money in a savings account or under their mattress. They put their money to work through investing. As Peter Lynch once said, the real key to making money in stocks is not to get scared out of them. That's what confidence in investing is all about. By the end of this video, you'll understand how to overcome the mental barriers to investing, develop a personalized investment plan that works for your goals, and build the confidence to stay the course even when markets get rocky. We'll break everything down into actionable steps that anyone can follow, regardless of your experience level. So if you're new to our channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss our latest financial tips and strategies for building wealth. Now, before we dive into the specific strategies for confident investing, let's start with the biggest obstacle most beginners face: overcoming investment anxiety. Let's be honest. Investing can feel intimidating when you're just starting out. The financial jargon, the constantly moving numbers, the fear of losing money, it's enough to make anyone nervous. But here's something important to understand. Investment anxiety is normal and everyone experiences it, even the pros. The difference between successful investors and those who never start? Successful investors don't let fear stop them. They acknowledge it, understand it, and move forward anyway. Warren Buffett has a famous saying, "Be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful." He's talking about using fear as a tool rather than letting it control you. One of the biggest sources of anxiety comes from not understanding how investing works. When you don't understand something, your brain naturally perceives it as risky. That's why education is your first defense against investment anxiety. You don't need to become a market expert, but learning the basics will dramatically reduce your fear. Another source of anxiety is the fear of making mistakes. But here's the truth. Everyone makes investing mistakes, even billionaires. The key is to start small, learn from each decision, and gradually increase your investment as your confidence grows. Think of those initial small investments as the cost of your financial education. Remember, the most expensive mistake in investing isn't losing some money on a bad stock pick. It's never starting at all. The cost of inaction over decades can be hundreds of thousands or even millions in lost compound growth. As Morgan Housel puts it in his book, The Psychology of Money, the hardest financial skill is getting the goalpost to stop moving. Set reasonable expectations, and don't let perfect be the enemy of good. Now that we've addressed the mental barriers, let's move on to building your investment foundation. Before you put a single dollar into any investment, you need to establish a solid financial foundation. This isn't the exciting part of investing, but it's absolutely essential for building confidence. First, create an emergency fund with 3 to 6 months of living expenses. This safety net gives you the confidence to invest without worrying about needing to pull money out during market downturns. When you know your essential needs are covered, you can invest with a clearer mind. Next, tackle high-interest debt like credit cards. If you're paying 18% interest on credit card debt, but expecting 7 to 10% returns from the stock market, you're losing money. Pay off those high-interest debts first, then redirect that money to investments. Once you've built this foundation, determine how much you can consistently invest. Consistency is more important than amount when you're starting out. Even $50 or $100 per month can grow significantly over time thanks to compound interest. Einstein allegedly called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world, and for good reason. A small amount invested regularly over decades can grow into a substantial sum. For example, if you invest just $100 monthly starting at age 25, assuming an average 7% annual return, you'll have over $240,000 by age 65. But wait until 35 to start, and you'll have less than half that amount, around $110,000. The difference? Just those 10 years of early investing. The beauty of starting small is that it allows you to learn and gain confidence while the stakes are low. As your income grows and your investing knowledge deepens, you can gradually increase your contributions. Now that you have your foundation set, the next step is choosing the right investment path for you. Here's where many beginners get stuck. There are so many investment options that it can feel overwhelming to choose. But the key to confident investing is finding the approach that aligns with your personality, goals, and lifestyle. Let's look at 3 potential paths you might take, depending on your situation. Path 1, the set it and forget it approach. If you're busy, not particularly interested in following markets, or just want simplicity, this is for you. Open an account with a robo-advisor like Betterment, Wealthfront, or M1 Finance. These platforms will ask about your goals and risk tolerance, then create and manage a diversified portfolio for you. All you need to do is set up automatic deposits and let the algorithm do the work. The fees are typically low, around 0.25% annually, and you'll get a professionally managed portfolio without needing to make investment decisions yourself. Path 2, the index fund strategy. Slightly more hands-on but still simple is building a portfolio of low-cost index funds or ETFs. This approach is championed by investing legends like Jack Bogle and Warren Buffett. Instead of trying to pick winning stocks, you buy funds that track entire markets. For example, an S&P 500 index fund gives you ownership in 500 of America's largest companies with a single purchase. A simple 3-fund portfolio might include a total U.S. stock market fund, an international stock fund, and a bond fund. This gives you broad diversification with minimal effort and low costs. Path 3, the individual stock approach. If you enjoy research and want to learn about specific companies, you might allocate a portion of your portfolio to individual stocks. This requires more time and knowledge, but can be both educational and potentially rewarding. The key is to start small. Perhaps allocate 10% of your portfolio to individual stocks while keeping 90% in diversified funds. As your knowledge and confidence grow, you can adjust this allocation. The right path depends on your personality as much as your financial situation. Be honest with yourself about how much time and interest you have. There's no shame in choosing the simplest option. In fact, many financial advisors use these same strategies for their own investment. With your path selected, now let's talk about creating your confidence action plan. Confident investing doesn't happen by accident. It comes from having a clear plan and sticking to it. Let's break down the steps to create your personal investment confidence plan. Step 1. Define your why. What are you investing for? Retirement, a home purchase in 5 years, your child's education? Having a clear purpose strengthens your resolve when markets get volatile. Write down your goals with specific timeframes and amounts. Step 2. Determine your asset allocation based on your time horizon and risk tolerance. If you're young and investing for retirement decades away, you might choose 80 to 90% stocks and 10 to 20% bonds. If you're investing for a shorter-term goal, you'll want more conservative allocations with higher percentages in bonds or cash equivalents. Your asset allocation is your investment blueprint. It should reflect both your financial goals and your emotional comfort level. Step 3. Set up automated investing. This removes emotion from the equation and ensures you're consistently investing through all market conditions. When investments happen automatically, you're less likely to make impulsive decisions based on market news or emotions. Step 4. Create a market downturn strategy before you need it. Decide in advance how you'll respond to different levels of market drops. Will you maintain your regular investments during a 10% correction, a hus chazalekos bear market, a 30% plus crash? Having predetermined responses prevents panic selling during downturns, which is one of the biggest mistakes beginner investors make. Step 5. Schedule regular reviews, but not too frequent. Checking your investments daily can lead to emotional decisions. Instead, schedule quarterly or semi-annual reviews to assess your progress and make any necessary adjustments. This keeps you informed without becoming obsessive. Now let's discuss one of the most important aspects of confident investing: maintaining mental fortitude through market volatility. This is where most beginner investors stumble. When markets drop, and they will drop, many people panic and sell at exactly the wrong time. Building the mental strength to stay the course during downturns is crucial for long-term success. First, understand that market volatility is normal and expected. Since 1980, the S&P 500 has experienced an average intra-year decline of about 14%. Yet despite these regular dips, the market has delivered positive returns in about 75% of those years. Downturns aren't abnormal. They're a feature of the market, not a bug. Second, reframe how you view market drops. Instead of seeing them as losses, recognize them as sales or buying opportunities. When stocks go on sale, most people flee the store, but smart investors head for the aisles. As Warren Buffett advises, be greedy when others are fearful. Third, avoid the financial news during volatile periods if it triggers anxiety. The media thrives on creating emotional reactions. Fear and greed drive viewership, but emotional investing decisions are rarely good ones. If watching market news makes you want to sell everything, turn it off. Fourth, keep a long-term perspective. Look at any long-term chart of the stock market, and you'll see a clear upward trend despite numerous short-term drops. Markets have historically rewarded patient investors who can ride out the temporary declines. Finally, remember that your worst investing days will teach you the most. Each market cycle you endure makes you a more seasoned, confident investor. What seems scary during your first market correction will feel manageable by your third or fourth. Let's wrap up with your first 30 days as a confident investor. To build momentum, here's your 30-day plan to become a more confident investor. Days 1 to 7, education focus. Spend 30 minutes each day learning basic investing concepts. Read a beginner's investment book, take a free online course, or watch educational videos from reputable sources. Days 8 to 14, account setup and planning. Choose your investment platform, open your account, and set up your initial asset allocation. Define your goals and write out your investment policy statement, a simple one-page document outlining your investment strategy and how you'll handle different market scenarios. Days 15 to 21, make your first investment. Start small with an amount you're comfortable with. The goal here isn't significant financial gain, but gaining experience with the process. Days 22 to 30, establish your routine. Set up automatic contributions, decide how often you'll review your investments, and identify 2 to 3 trusted sources for ongoing financial education. Remember, confidence comes from taking action, learning from each step, and gradually building experience. Every successful investor started exactly where you are now. And that's everything you need to know about investing with confidence as a beginner. Remember that building wealth through investing is a marathon, not a sprint. Stay consistent, learn continuously, and trust the process. The decisions you make today will shape your financial future, so don't let fear hold you back. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who could benefit from these strategies. And if you're new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you'll never miss our latest videos on building wealth and achieving financial freedom. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.